Hello my dear friends, welcome to C programming playlist. In this video, we are going to discuss on the basic syntax of C programming. So let us start understanding the basic syntax of C programming. We have already seen the basic structure of C program in the previous video. So it becomes very easy for us to understand the basic building block in a C programming language. So a given C program is generally divided into certain basic building blocks, and each block is having a specified role in a C program. To get into the detail of that, first let us discuss something about tokens in C. Now these tokens in C are used by the C compiler to identify whether the given statement is correct or not, and it is placed at the correct place or not. A C program consists of various tokens, and a token is either a keyword, an identifier, a constant, a string literal, or a symbol which has some specified meaning in the C. Let us take an example. The following C statement consists of 5 tokens. So there is this statement given to us, which is a print statement, printf hello world /n. So there are 5 tokens in the system. Let us see what are those 5 tokens. The first token is a printf. This printf, the name of the function which is called to print something onto the screen, is a token. Then this opening bracket is a token because this differentiates, this makes the difference between the printf and this string hello world. Then this string hello world, from the first letter H to the last character /n, is a one token in itself because this is a string and it has to be taken as a whole. Then we have this closing bracket as the token, identifying the end of the string which is to be printed, and semicolon is the token which is the terminating character for this printf statement or any statement in a C program. Semicolons. In a C program, the semicolon is a statement terminator. So every statement is terminated by a semicolon. That is, each individual statement must be ended with a semicolon because the compiler understands that the end of the statement is with this semicolon. It indicates the end of one logical entity. So given below are the two different statements, printf hello world /n and this semicolon, and return 0. So these two statements are ended up with semicolon, and the compiler will understand that this is one statement and this is another statement. Identifiers. A C identifier is a name used to identify a variable, a function, or any other user-defined item. Because in a C program, we can declare a variable, we can define our own function, or even there are built-in functions, and we can have some user-defined items that we will see later. All of these are identified by an identifier. An identifier starts with a letter A to Z, capital A to Z, or small a to Z, or an underscore, followed by a 0 or more letters, underscores, and digits. So it should start with A to Z either in capital or in small letters, and it can also start with an underscore followed by 0 or more letters, underscores, and digits with at least one letter in it. So if it is starting with underscore, then it should have at least one letter. But if it is starting with a letter, then a single letter can be used as an identifier. but a single digit or digit followed by underscore or underscore followed by a digit cannot be used as an identifier. It should have at least one letter in it. C does not allow punctuation characters such as @ dollar and ampersand within an identifier. The only characters, only punctuation mark that is allowed is underscore. C is a case sensitive programming language. That means the word manpower with a M capital and all the letters small and manpower with all the letters small are two different identifiers in C. So capital M and small m differentiates the two words, and same way if you change any letter either to capital to or to small, then it becomes a different identifier. Here are some example of acceptable identifiers. OHM, OM, all letters are identifier. Zebra is an identifier. ABC is identifier. Move underscore is an identifier. Name is an identifier. A underscore 123 is a valid identifier. My name 50 is valid identifier. Underscore temp is okay. And single letter J is a valid identifier. Then A23B9 is a valid identifier. Same way, ret val, where V is capital, other all letters are small, is a valid identifier. So these are some acceptable identifiers in C program. Then there are certain keywords in C program. Now what is a keyword? Let us look at the definition. These reserved words cannot be used as a constant or variable or any other identifier name. So there are certain keywords in C which we cannot use as an identifier name for a variable or for a function name. The following list shows the reserved words in a C program. So here this is a table which contains the list of identifiers which are a keyword in a C program. This you cannot use as a variable or an user defined identifiers. Auto, AUTO, break, continue, case, care, const, default, do, and there is a big list. Here you can see that union, size of, type def, while, if, these are all identifier. So you cannot have them as a variable name. White space in C. A line containing only white space, possibly with a comment, is known as a blank line, and the C compiler totally ignores it because the C compiler ignores all the comment line, and only comment line can have additional or excess number of white spaces. White space in terms used in C to describe blank, tab, new line characters or comments. White space separates one part of the statement from another and enables the compiler to identify where one element in the statement ends and the next element begins. So white spaces are very important. These are used to separate the two entities in a one single statement. Therefore, in the following statement, int age, where there is this white space between int and age, separates the int and the age. There must be at least one white space character between int and age for the compiler to able to distinguish them, because if there is no white space, the compiler will not be able to understand where the first word ends and where the second word begins. So if there is this one white space, there should be at least one white space. Then it can understand that this int, where int is a keyword used for declaring an integer variable and age is a variable name or the identifier name. On the other hand, in the following statement, so there is this statement, fruit, then there is white space equal to space apples plus space plus space oranges. That gets the total number of fruits. So number of apples plus number of oranges will give us number of fruits. So understanding is not important here. The important thing is about this spaces. No white space character are necessary between the fruit and the equal to, because this equal to is a sign where fruit is a identifier, and the sign this sign equal to or this sign plus cannot be used as an identifier. So compiler has this understanding that when you get this equal to, the string or the letters before equal to should be considered as one identifier. Similarly, between equal to and apples, this space is not required, although you are free to include some or if you wish to increase the readability. So these spaces are just added to increase the readability. You can have more than one white spaces, that will not make any difference in this. So white spaces are required especially here in int and age, whereas if you have this signs equal to, plus, minus, multiplication and so on, this white spaces does not make any difference. Okay, I hope that this is very clear, my dear friends. So in this video, we have seen the basic syntax of C program, and we'll continue learning the C program in the next videos. Thank you for watching C programming playlist and on Engineering Funda channel. Stay tuned for more videos.